Eve Sedgwick's book Epistemology of the Closet, published in 1990, is one of the foundational texts of queer theory. Sedgwick opens the book with a bold claim. Many of the major areas of thought and knowledge in 20th century Western culture are shaped by a chronic crisis around the definition of homosexuality and heterosexuality. This crisis solidified around the turn of the 20th century and has never really gone away. We cannot fully understand any aspect of modern Western culture without analyzing how modern sexuality has been defined. She does not treat sexuality as a marginal issue or a niche identity politics topic. Instead, she places the closet at the very center of modern knowledge. The ways we know, do not know, speak, stay silent, and organize power. For Sedgwick, closet is not just about gay people hiding their identity. It is a fundamental structure that shapes how everyone, gay or straight, relates to knowledge, truth, and power. In the introduction titled Axiomatic, Sedgwick lays out several theoretical principles that guide her entire project. Modern Western culture places sexuality in a special relation to individual identity and truth. This follows the work of Michel Foucault, who showed how sexuality became an important site of knowledge and power in the modern era. Sedgwick highlights two great contradictions that actively shape our understanding of the homo and heterosexual definition. The first is the tension between the minoritizing view and the universalizing view. The minoritizing view says that sexual orientation matters primarily for a small, distinct, fixed homosexual minority. The universalizing view says sexual orientation matters across the entire spectrum of human sexuality. These two frameworks constantly collide and overlap in modern legal, medical, and social discourse. The second contradiction is between the transitive view and the separatist view. The transitive view sees same-sex desire as a matter of boundary crossing between genders. The separatist view sees it as an impulse toward gender separation. Sedgwick introduces an important idea of ignorance. Ignorance is not simply the absence of knowledge, it is not a passive void. Ignorance is actively produced, regulated, and used by modern institutions like the military, the legal system, and the public health agencies. These institutions use ignorance to maintain relations of power and discipline. For example, military policies on homosexuality depend on keeping certain forms of knowledge hidden. Legal definitions of rape rely on structured ignorance about consent. Public health responses to the AIDS crisis were shaped by deliberate ignorance about gay male sexuality. Ignorance is not a failure of knowledge, it is a tool of power. At the center of Sedgwick's argument is the closet. The closet is not just a private hiding place for individual gay people. It is the defining structure for gay and straight relations alike in the 20th century. The closet is not simply about being in or out, it is a performance initiated by silence. This silence gains its specific weight because it exists in tension with the surrounding discourse. You cannot have the closet without the constant pressure to speak or disclose. Sedgwick explores Henry James's novellas to analyze the mechanics of homosexual panic. Homosexual panic is a form of intense psychological and social terror about the potential discovery or attribution of same-sex desire. Sedgwick shows how modern legal and social systems weaponize this panic. For example, the homosexual panic defense in criminal trials allows perpetrators of anti-gay violence to claim that they were driven by fear of being perceived as gay. They use this panic to excuse their aggression. This reinforces a culture of terror and exclusion. It shows how the closet is not just a personal issue, it is a structural feature of modern power. Sedgwick applies her theoretical framework across a series of brilliant literary readings. She analyzes works by Herman Melville, Oscar Wilde, Friedrich Nietzsche, and Marcel Proust. Each reading reveals something different about how the closet structures modern culture. In her reading of Melville's Billy Budd, Sedgwick shows how institutional structures like the military manage homosocial bonds. The shipboard hierarchy in the novel violently purges or regulates the homosexual signifier. It leaves behind a haunting gap between martial duty and erotic attachment. The novel is not about homosexuality explicitly, but the closet haunts every page. In her reading of Oscar Wilde and Nietzsche, she examines late 19th century configurations of male sentimentality and bodily display. She shows how the policing of a male intimacy shaped broader definitions of artistic genius, public deviance, and moral degeneration. Wilde's trial and imprisonment were not just about his sexuality, they were about how society polices the boundaries of acceptable male behavior. In her reading of Proust In Search of Lost Time, Sedgwick unpacks the spectacle of the closet. She traces how the open secret of inversion structures the entire social world of high bourgeois society. Jealousy, artistic vocation, and social climbing are all shaped by the closet. The closet is not a marginal concern, it is the hidden architecture of the entire social world. Sedgwick's epistemology of the closet revolutionizes how we understand the architecture of modern power. She shows that the closet, ignorance, and the homo heterosexual definition are not peripheral concerns. They are constitutive of Western knowledge as a whole. The closet is not just about gay people, it is about how all of us know and do not know, speak and stay silent, organize power and resist it. Sedgwick provides us with essential tools to decode the hidden mechanics of secrecy, disclosure, and oppression that continue to shape our world. Her work forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about how knowledge is produced and controlled. It asks us to think about who gets to speak and who is silenced. It challenges us to see the closet not as a personal issue but as a structural feature of modern society. This is the profound and lasting contribution of epistemology of the closet. It does not offer easy answers. It opens up ways of thinking about sexuality, knowledge, and power.